Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie?
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the rookie out. And right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. He gets it underneath to Hall. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. And both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise a Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in... Touchdown! Elijah Moore, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Sanders. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and 1, Pickett. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing on second and long. Pickett. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
3rd and 2, Pickett. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
First and 10, here's Pickett. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Looking for Kelce there, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Rams are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start with the option. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. They snap it to Fields. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on fourth down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now first and goal.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Ball again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Breece Hall with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, they'll run it here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Diggs in motion left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, it's Samuels. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
off the play fake. Here's Pickett. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL starting. Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Back to the same target, Campbell. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
On fourth down, Fields. This one brought in by Jefferson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Straight ahead running. Here's Samuels. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll run again with Samuels on first down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space.
Caught! It's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown, Buffalo. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Fields. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Breece Hall making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there to the 6.
There he goes, left side. 30, past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's the option, running right, and he is going to lose yardage here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
126 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action. Pickett. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Third and 2, Pickett. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the card.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Call again on 2nd down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
They'll run with Hall. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Breece Hall
now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and 6.
On play action, Fields. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he'll work down inside the 45.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
All again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, Carter, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That, before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game one of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of the newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.